What's good, y'all? It's Timmy Too Dope. I'm not gonna do the normal intro and shit. I don't feel like it would be appropriate for this video. As you saw by the title, this is a little more somber video than I'm used to putting out. And there's no format. I'm just kind of winging it. But as you saw in the title, hip hop legend, hip hop pioneer, DMX, Earl Simmons, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 50 after overdosing and having a heart attack a few days ago. He was in White Pines, I believe, was the name of the hospital in LA for a few days, and they were trying to do everything they could to get him off life support and to prolong his life. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And you kind of got the feeling that it was almost inevitable, you know what I mean? But and then I guess I get the negative out of the way. You saw all the bullshit articles written about him, all the slanderous articles written about him, all the people that were just in a rush to say, rest in peace, DMX. A couple days ago, yesterday even, there was people saying rest in peace before he was even officially pronounced dead. There's no place for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, is someone going through such dark times, someone fighting for their life, you know what I mean? You're gonna put up an article talking about all the houses that he's lost throughout his career, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. There's not the time or the place for that shit. X was definitely, I hate to use the word troubled or those cliches about fighting demons and stuff, but I think that very fittingly describes DMX, man. If you know any of his backstory and stuff, he was severely troubled, and that's what makes this whole thing that much sadder. You know what I mean? Just the struggles that he came with, that he overcame and then succumbed to, and then overcame and then succumbed to with drugs and everything like that. If you know the story about how he got hooked on drugs and stuff, and it was at the same time that he got into the rap game, and he always describes his life and the situations as a blessing and a curse, a blessed with the curse, a curse with the blessing. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, nobody fit that description, or not many fit that description more than X did. He was called Dark Man X for a reason, but almost poetically, throughout all that shit, especially in his music, he still found a way to shine. You know what I mean? And his personality too, he had a huge personality, and that shit just shined, On a, to be a little more brighter, you know what I mean? X, to me, he came up in the 90s when I was born in 93, you know what I mean? So I was super young when he was coming up. So I definitely didn't get impacted as much as somebody that grew up, 10 years previous would have by the tracks. But I definitely tried to, do my history and stuff, and, fuck with the OGs and shit. So, when I got older, and I started fucking with hip hop more, DMX was one of the first artists that I was like, yo, this is street music, and this is how street music should be done. You know what I mean? Like, majority of his songs made you just want to walk up to your neighbor's house, knock on the door, and just punch him right in the fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, made you want to, fuck up the club, and made you want to just get violent, made you want to get rowdy. Like, that energy that DMX brought to every single track that he was on is it's immeasurable, and I really don't think on that level it's been seen since. A lot of, if you've been watching my channel, a lot of the criticisms that I make, or a lot of like the notes that I make about certain artists, it's their energy. Like, they don't have to be saying a lot of lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit, but the energy that they exude in their tracks, that makes up for so much other shit. And X, he had the he was blessed with the ability to give you lyrics. He was blessed with the ability to give you storytelling, and that energy, and that charisma. X was just the whole package, man. I think he just came up at a time that was just, there was other people like Jay-Z and shit getting more shine than him. But man, X definitely, carved out his place in hip hop, and he's got so many sons in the game. There's so many people that, you know, It's Dark and Hell is Hot is, you know, their jump off for hip hop. You know what I mean? That album, absolute classic. Tons of other albums in his discography and stuff. Y'all know the hits, obviously. Another thing that I'm super thankful for, and I know a lot of his fans are super thankful for, is the fact that in his versus battle against Snoop, that man got his roses, man. He got his roses from Snoop. He got his roses from the hip hop community and the comments and shit. After the battle, he got his roses. So I'm so thankful that he got to see how revered he was and the impact that he made on the game while he was still here. You know, it's kind of a parallel to Kobe. You know, when Kobe went out after he retired and shit, and had the whole, you know, year-long retirement, not ceremony or whatever, but people knew he was retiring, so people were giving him his roses at the time. Whenever he would show back up the Lakers game, people were giving him his love and giving him his roses back then. So yeah, it just makes me super happy as a fan of DMX, super happy as a fan of hip hop to see people get their roses while they're still here. You know, I really don't got too much else to say. Like I said, this is just off the cuff. I'm still in my work uniform and shit. But I feel like I would be, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't come here, get in front of the camera, and kind of just, you know, spill my feelings about DMX, and just to say, fly high, homie, man. Like, you're gonna be missed. Like, there's gonna be tons of people that are gonna, you know, be going even harder and trying to make you proud. Yeah, man. DMX, you definitely gonna be missed, homie. Fly high. Till next time. Peace.